It's like a religion, an overwhelming decision to check out these anime manga reviews straight out the kitchen. Brought by Supreme Guru, sit back, relax and listen and join in on the discussion. I ain't Supreme Guru for nothing. I am anime, you know you can't click away or get away from the urge of talking manga and anime. So pay close attention when I say the Guru is in the here and now and here to stay.
See what I'm saying? But man can just look at him and say, no, I ain't doing that. I don't want to do that. Of course, God can do things to make you force your hand into doing it. But see, here comes a little funny little thing right here. It says the Bible says, God says, many are the desires in men's heart, but my will prevail. So people are saying, a lot of people look and say, is that God? I said this before on reviews. They said, a lot of people say, well, is that God? Like, I don't believe in, like if you don't believe in God, like I said, you change that to fate or destiny. And you be like, many are the desires of men's heart, but fate will prevail or destiny will prevail. So you're saying, how can I have free will and be predestined to do something? Those are two illogical things. See what I'm saying? And that's the big debate right there. Can you have predestination and free will? Can they exist at the same time? I don't know. That's a question for you to answer. But yo, so with that being said, Obito, he knew that man has free will. Man has that dominating spirit. Man wants to do his own thing. That's why there's conflict. There's always going to be conflict because people want to do what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? And they will do whatever they got to do a survival mode. Confusion, power tripping, ego, jealousy, envy, free will. You got free will and you got evil. You know what I'm saying? You live in this world of chaos. But the confusion and all that builds up is nothing but chaos. And chaos is related strictly to confusion. You don't know what the hell going on. There's a big mess, fear, confusion, death, murder, everything that embodies a man. Like they always said, a man is either two things. Either he builds or destroys. And I always thought that sounded kind of fly. But then at the same time, I said, well, that's not true. One man can't be one or the other. You know what I'm saying? Because all man is capable of doing all things. Because in your life, you've built and you've destroyed. You've been righteous and you've been sinful. All man has the capacity to do all of these things. So when you have that embodied in you, how can you be perfect? You can't. So it comes back down to, it almost comes back down to fate. Where are you going to go with this? You know what I'm saying? Who's the chosen one? You know what I'm saying? Like you said the whole thing with Neji. No matter what he do, he wasn't going to beat Naruto. Naruto was destined to be in the spot. You know what I'm saying? Like I told people, you can try as hard as you want to, work as hard as you want to. But if that's not in its will, you will not prevail. No matter what you do, no matter how much you struggle, it's not going to happen. That's why some people have it easy, some people have it hard. You just got to play the cards you dealt. See what I'm saying? So Obito knew that he said, well, in order for me to change things, I got to become a god. So my will prevail. Many are the desires in men's hearts, but I'm the 10 tails. My will prevail. I'm the god Cherokee. You know what I'm saying? I'm of the god tree. The moon's eye plan. And that's what the moon's eye plan was going to do. It's going to take away free will. And when you take away free will from a man, you take away his capacity for evil. You take away his capacity for this dominate spirit. You take all that away from him. He can't do this no more. His will is your will. And if you will in peace, he's got to be peaceful now. He doesn't have the ability to make that decision anymore. He's reduced to like what an angel is now. Whatever Obito says, or what you want to call it, fate, or you want to call him God, or whatever you want to call him, you got to do exactly what he wills you to do. His will prevail. Especially now that you ain't got no free will. Now, that capacity for you to build and destroy is gone. Your capacity for evil is gone. You know what I'm saying? That's why all that confusion and mess and everything that you was living is gone. Now you're gonna walk upright now. Everybody gonna be on that path of peace. But see, this is the funny thing that Obito never realized, man. You can't find peace in the path that you walk. You gotta find peace within yourself. See what I'm saying? Because this out here, this world is unpeaceful. So how can you find a peaceful path? A man has to be at peace with himself in order to walk in peace. And so I don't know how it's going to turn out that way, because he tried to obtain power to create this peace, and so is Madara, so he says. But see, this is the tricky thing about Madara. If Obito wants peace, and he didn't trust Madara to bring about that peace, and then Madara say he wants peace, but he don't trust Obito to bring about that peace, so who's lying and who's telling the truth? Does Madara really want peace? Because if you look at his track record, every time peace was on the table, he ran away from it. Hashirama, as a kid, he wanted peace. He turned his back on him, and that was his friend. The man embraced him. You know what I'm saying? He turned his back on him. Just like with the Uchiha brothers. The Uchiha, who turned their back on who? Madara was Uchiha. He turned his back on the Senju, won peace, won the war. And then when he lost, and when all these people had turned against him, everything was going wrong, he still turned his back on peace. He still wanted bloodshed. Hashirama, either kill yourself or kill your brother. What kind of ultimatum is that? What kind of ultimatum is that? The man said peace is on the table, your people done turned against you, but yet you still don't say I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? I still want blood. I still want violence. Then Hashirama will turn on his own brother. Don't you touch him. You know what I'm saying? And Tobirama had nothing but Tobirama, who is the greatest Hokage. He's like, man, what are you doing? You think like Tobirama thinking like a man. Like, this got to be done. No, we got to cut the snake head off. You know, this guy is too violent to let live. No, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. That ideological thinking, that naive thinking. And then as soon as Madara didn't get his way, cause see, he thought he was gonna run that village. But as soon as that option was taken away from him, as soon as that power was taken away from him, that dominance that he wanted, what did he do? He turned again on his friend that was offering him peace. I turned his back on peace and attacked the village with the 10 tails. Then we got another creature of immense power, and attacked his friend, attacked the village that was trying to have peace. He still wanted violence, and then he devised his plan to cause more bloodshed, more confusion. And now all this is just in the sake of peace. You know, that's kind of funny there, man. I can't grasp that, man. But it is what it is. But like I said, that's the nature of man. Build and destroy. And like I said, free will, domination, confusion, violence. It is what it is, man. And that's why I said, that's why the story is so relevant. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if he did create people said it was dumb to do that, but if you could strip man of his free will and live in peace, and there would be no more murders, no more rapes, no more violence to each other, you know what I'm saying? Just peace. What's wrong with that? But see, people don't want to let go of that free will. You know what I'm saying? I'm like that too, man. I don't want nobody to take away my free will either, but at the same time, you gotta ask yourself, is your free will worth peace? Is your free will worth paradise? Is your free will worth perfection? I say only you can answer that. You know what I'm saying? Because we already know what the Shinobi world's full of, and that's why when I kind of hate it when Obito went at Minato, and he was telling him off, and then Naruto got mad. Don't get mad because my dad could do something that you couldn't do about becoming an Hokage. So because Obito knew, like, what's so good at being an Hokage? Because all the Hokages has been what? 4 of them? 5 of them? And how many wars have there been? This is the 4th Great Ninja War? So what is good at being an Hokage if you can't stop wars? The same things have been going on since before the 10 Tails tree before it buried that fruit. The violence, the fighting has been going on since then. It's going on now. That cycle never ends. Never ends. And all these Hokages, what have they done but fought and contributed to the war? Shit, Hashirama gave out Tail Beast, all the neighboring shinobis, he gave them biological weapons of mass destruction. And how many lives have these damn Chutrinikis ruined? You know what I'm saying? Look what it did to Naruto. This man handed this out to all these other villains. How many other lives have he messed up with this? How many other people have died in pursuit of these tailed beasts? Hashirama did that. See what I'm saying? But it is what it is, though. But it's all good. That's the end of it, man. I ain't got no more on this thing, man. That's just a little breakdown of the red pill, a little Obito and Madara. Like I said, I really hope to see what's gonna go on with that Madara, because he said he wants peace, but he hasn't been peaceful anyway. I hope it ain't like some sin sweet stuff like you do all these one things and you say one thing, you do the other, and everybody said, wow, he was deep because he just contradicted himself. That's not deep, that's being contradictive. But I hope it ain't something like that, man, because that's really gonna piss me off about his character. And I'm saying, because you think about the same time, you got two different characters wanting the same thing. If Obito's looking for peace and Madara bringing around peace, and they both supposed to be the bad guys, who's really the bad guy? Who's lying? You can have two guys with the same ambition, but then they're against each other. That don't make any sense. But it is what it is. This is the Red Pill. Hope you enjoyed. This is the Guru. Holla at you later. Peace.